with 1:14 left. Clint Manzano reading that pass well, leading the steal. Ibanez, block. Basti Jacob recovering it for UST. Gives it to Laput. .56 seconds remaining. 12 on the shot clock. Galman, 3-point shot. Short. Again, sabi ko nga, no, UST has been executing well. Hindi lang talaga makaipasok yung mga tira. Laput. Yo-yo shot will go in. 4 points now for Kurt Laput. 4 out of 6 points. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. 17-6. An 11-point lead by St. Clare to open up things here. Escobedo kicks it out. Ibanez 3-point shot and he drills his first. 7 seconds remaining, making it 20-6 for St. Clare. 2 seconds. Di yata alam ni Kurt Laput, and that would end it for the first quarter. A 14-point lead erected now by St. Clare, 20-6. We'll be right back. We're back here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center in Diliman, Quezon City for the start of the second quarter of this semi-final game between number 2 St. Clare and number 3 UST. St. Clare looking good with a 20-6 lead. During the break, we heard that the players of UST getting an earful from Coach Bam Ledesma, while Clint Manzano, rather Ibanez, draining his second 3-point shot, making it 23-6. Angelo Ibanez, one of our middle 5 candidates. While Teng, on the other hand, answers back for UST with a 3 of his own, making it 23-9. JB Lim moves it to Manzano, goes to the baseline. Nabasa yung 2-man game there na gustong gawin ni Clint Manzano. Laput will go all the way but missing it. Escobedo recovers it and goes all the way short. Galman throws it up to Christian Porter and gets the hoop and the harm. Christian Porter getting more aggressive on offense, taking the ball to the cup, making it 23-11. cutting down the lead to just 8 points with 8:45 left in the second quarter. Bonus free throw, Chris Porter will get it to go. 3 points for Christian Porter. Only a 9-point lead for St. Clare. Then Panzano leads back to Acosta. Ibanez cornered. Parinas. 3-point shot, tough break there for UST. Shot clock winding down. And then you give up a 3-point shot. 26-12. Balik uli sa 14 ang kalamangan na tangan-tangan ng St. Clare. 8 na lamang yan, kanina lamang, but St. Clare pinaghalo yung efficiency sa pag-execute at swerte na rin. JB Lim trying to go hard on that drive to the cup, smothered on his way. We have a timeout. We'll be back. Our score is 26-12. (26-12) is our count. Still a 14-point lead for St. Clare. Back in action with 7:50 left in the second quarter. Ibanez missing that long jumper. Tang recovering it. JB Lim, little buddy bump. Let's see here. Physicality ng St. Clare. Christian Porter missing on the drive to the bucket. Ibanez, transition 3, and Manzano was there on that recovery, and he will be fouled on that short stab try underneath. He will trip the line for 2. Pangilinan will be called for that foul. Jason Suba back in action together with Humawas. Manzano, first free throw rattling out. Binabati po natin again our presenters, Inasal Republic, Risk Cartel, and our founder, Congressman Arjo Atayde of the 1st District of Quezon City. 0 out of 2 for Clint Manzano of the trip to the line. Jason Suba now calling the play for UST. Hard show there. Porter opening up on the left side, but that layup will be short. Turnover UST. Coach Bam Ledesma been very, very active to lighten up the troops for UST. Being heard here from our vantage point. JB Lim, on the other hand, misses from the elbow for St. Clare. Forward pass. Suba. Laput saving it. Porter calling for the clear out. What a recognition inside there. Faking the handoff. Going inside to June Melesio, who scores. And fouled. The hoop and the harm for June Melesio. Can complete the 3-point play opportunity. It's now 26-14. Five points now for June Melesio, cutting down the St. Clair lead to just 11 points, 26-15, 6:25 left in the second quarter. Charles Burgos balik na ngayon para sa St. Clair together with Dumangkas. Acosta driving left and using the bank for that shot. The bank is open for Drake Acosta. Laput goes to his left. Porter wanting that three. Step back. Hits the front iron and out of bad shot there. Going out of bounds. 30-point lead para sa St. Clair, 28-15. Not much of a movement para sa score ng UST. Struggling, missing the services of Mqaa-Icbl, among others. Good, again, execution there. Drake Acosta nakawala for his fourth point of the ball game, making it a 15-point lead now for St. Clair. 5:26 left, 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock. James Sumawas goes to his strong side, and he will score. UST will be needing more of that para man lang maibaba sa single digits itong kanilang hinahabol na kalamangan. 30-17 now. Charles Burgos missing on that 3-point shot. Humawas running for UST, and he will give it to Suba, who missed that shot, and fouled by Kurt Laput. And we have a report coming from Cheska Botin. Cheska.
Papunta pa lang tayo kanina sa second quarter pero mainit-init na agad ang sidelines. Lamang ang St. Clair's College of Caloocan sa laban at ang focus nila ay pag-maximize ng strengths ng bawat player at maayos na execution ng kanilang transitions. Sabi pa ni Coach Gino Manansala during the timeout is they really need to take this game seriously. Dahil sino nga ba ang magpapanalo at mag-step up in this game sa mga players niya? Kaya tingnan natin, bound to finals na nga ba ang direction na to, or can the table still turn? Back to you, Chris.
Let's see kung talagang porsigido talagang St. Clair to really reach the finals. They're up 30-17, 13-point lead, and give and go. Acosta to Babacaringdong connection buttered there by UST. 10 seconds to work with for St. Clair. Good read on defense for UST that time. 3-point shot at the corner. Dumangkas will cash in. 16-point lead now. And Dumangkas giving his effort on both ends of the floor, making a 3-point shot on offense, and now humabol para sa butata on the defensive end. James Sumawas quick inbound there, nothing on that try. And Dumangkas going left, losing the hand of Chris Porter. Good foul there by Richmond Montejo, preventing that easy fast break execution by UST. Still 33-17 is our score. Coach Bam Ledesma, one of the best teachers of the game. Kung naririnig nyo siya sa background na sumisigaw, makikita nyo sa screen, very animated. He's just passionate teacher of the game. And ito na nga yung resulta, no? Chris Porter draining that 3-point shot. 6 points now for Christian Porter, the prize recruit from Ateneo. Dumangkas recovers it for St. Clair for a second chance opportunity. 9 seconds on the shot clock. That time no good. Humawas give and go. And the end one play opportunity for Jason Suba as he was clobbered underneath making that shot. Again, balik uli sa 11 ang hinahabol ng UST 33-22. Justin Bautista balik na ngayon on the floor for St. Clare. Jason Suba missing on that bonus free throw. Wasted opportunity. Every point will count now for UST. Para maibaba lamang itong kalabangang ito. Sabi ko nga, in the execution department, walang problema yung UST. Nandyan yung sistema. They just couldn't buy a bucket. While St. Clair really pouring it out. Just like what Acosta did there. Scoring his 6th point on the drive to the bucket. 35-22 back to a 13-point lead. Bawas almost losing the rock. 9 seconds to work with. Porter against Baba Carendong. Faking the handoff. Step back 3. Short. Burgos. Giving it to Montejo. Montejo against Humawas. Burgos humihingi dun sa poste. Acosta wide on the 3-point shot and Porter. Forward pass to Melesio. That bump won't go. Short stab again, short. Melesio could have used the board on that time. 1:39 left before the halftime break. St. Clair up by 13, looking good. Monteo gives it to Burgos. Burgos turning around, gives it to Babacarindong. Telegraph by Chris Porter. Same ball, sabi ng ating mga officials. And Coach Gina naman ng Sala would want to talk things over. They're up 35-22 with him. We're back in action. 3 seconds to shoot for St. Clair. Bautista will give it from way beyond. And Dong skying high for the offensive rebound. Another opportunity to score for St. Clair. They're still up 35-22. Burgos, 5 seconds to work with. Bautista. Baseline drive. That will result to a turnover as Bautista commits a traveling violation. 35-22 still our count. St. Clair up. 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Humawas slicing through the middle. Gives it to Teng. Kicks it out. Bastian Cobb free from way beyond. Rattles out. And another offensive rebound. Jason Suba skying high and getting clobbered on that follow-up attempt. That puts St. Clair to penalty situation with 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Jason Suba, another miss from the free throw line. He missed earlier. Those misses won't help the cause of UST if they want to recover from this hole. 2 misses from that trip to the line. Bautista, Icbl, offensive rebound, blocked by Suba. 2 consecutive blocks by Jason Suba against Leonard Icbl, who celebrates his birthday today. Mawa's offhand won't go, and Icbl fighting for the 50-50 ball, winning it. And again, happy birthday, Leonard Icbl of St. Clare. Naway, masaya ang birthday mo ngayon pag pumasok kayo sa finals, pag nanalo kayo this game. And let's see kung matutupad yung wish na yan. Meron lamang sila, 35-22. 13-point lead. Escobedo goes to his left corner. Pull up from baseline, and that will do it. Justin Bautista having the last say for the first half. 37-22 as we go into the halftime break. We'll be back after the halftime break. Here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center for our second semifinal game between St. Clare and UST. St. Clare pouring it out from the onset, never giving UST a chance to recover. Babacarindong gives it to Charles Burgos. Charles Burgos scoring 6 points in the first half, and Babacarindong really making his presence felt kahit hindi masyadong umiscore. Yung talagang factor na nandun lang siya sa loob really is a big boost for St. Clair. Meanwhile, Angelo Ibanez making 2 of his house specialty from way beyond in the first half. Those 2 backbreaker of a 3. Ito yung Parinas na nakabuslo pa at the expiration of the shot clock. Really a lucky break for St. Clair. Pinaghalo-halo na. Sabi ko nga kanina, good execution plus luck beside you. Really a beautiful day for St. Clair. And at this point, they're up 37-22, barring any run from UST to steal this ball game. Kalahati ng paa nila nandun na sa finals para sa Sabado. Let's see as we begin now the third quarter. St. Clair on offense. Escobedo lines up for a 3, hits a front iron. Again, Indong fighting for that 50-50 ball, but get it to go that time. Kurt Laput getting the start here in the third quarter. Porter providing the shield. Laput lines it up. Top of the key, 3-pointer, no go. Justin Bautista starting the break for St. Clair. Goes to his left. Wanting to go to Decibel inside, recovering it. Gives it to Endong. Block. Christian Porter making the ball alive. Gives it to Laput. Nelesio against JB Lim. Goes to the baseline. Fall away too wide. Humawas offensive rebound. Fakes. And he won't get the short stab. There's a foul. 2 free throws for James Humawas. And we have a report coming from Cheska Botin. Cheska.
At University of Sto Tomas, with only 9 players present in this game, how will UST respond in this game? During the timeouts earlier, Coach Bam Ledesma shows frustration as the team isn't able to do what Coach Bam wants to see. Sabi pa niya sa players niya, do not hesitate on the transition. As we head into the next quarter, Coach Bam said that he wants to see the game that they have been rehearsing since yesterday. As the quarter goes on, let's see if UST will still be able to catch up behind St. Clair's College of Caloocan. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Botin, for that report. Basti Jacob at the line again. The free throw woes of UST haunting them. Only 2 out of 5 in the first half. 0 out of 2 for Basti Jacob. Adding to the frustration, sabi nga ni Cheska, ni Coach Bam Ledesma. Indong, baseline drive against 3 yellow shirts and he would be fouled. Wala nang nagawa doon ang interior defense ng UST against Babacarindong. Babacarindong scoring 2 points. Hindi lang naman makikita sa puntos no, sa stat sheet yung kanyang effort as he drills 1 for this trip to the line. The mere presence, the hustle being shown here by Babacarindong, fighting for 50-50 balls that time. 1 out of 2 from the line. really a huge factor bakit lamang ng ganito kalaki ang St. Clair. Porter lining up an elbow tree. 9 points now for Chris Porter. There's a foul. Babakarindo committing that offensive foul. 13-point lead para sa St. Clair. 8:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Glad to have you with us. Semi-final round knockout game. Kanina po, Diliman College had an upset win against the number 1 seed MCU Supremos. Wild shot by Chris Porter, no good. And Diliman awaits the winner of this matchup. Escobedo calls for a clear out, uses that Babacarindong screen. Melesio swiping the rock. Forward pass and smothered by JB Lim. Good recovery on transition by JB Lim, disrupting that shot intended by Kurt Laput on the break. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Porter gives it up top to Laput. Balik kay Porter. Goes cross court. Laput lines up for a 3 and he gets this one to go. 7 points for Kurt Laput. Only an 8-point game, 38-30. And Dong, 3-point play opportunity. Back to a 10-point lead. Rather, and Dong missing the bonus free throw. Laput too wild on that shot. 10-point lead for St. Clair. Desabel, the birthday boy, inside. Clobbered by, committing a 3-second violation. Labas daw muna siya, sabi ni Coach Gino. The sniper Angelo Ibanez back on the floor para sa St. Clair. Together with Rick Acosta. Those two players masasabi natin ang Splash Brothers ng St. Clair College. Porter driving strong using his left hand, his offhand missing terribly. Still a 10-point lead for St. Clair. JB Lim now directing the action for St. Clair. Burgos providing the shield. JB Lim and good defense by Jason Suba, forcing the turnover. UST slowly knocking on the door of St. Clair. Kaninang 15 puntos na kalamangan ay naibaba na. Highest at 17 by St. Clair. Laput off to the races. Melesio losing the rock. Burgos protecting the handle there. Back to Acosta. 16 to work with. And Dong at the block against Porter. Acosta lines it up from way beyond. Hits a front iron. Porter starting the break. Gives it to Melesio. Porter. Elbow 3. That time no go. And Dong free for a jam. 42-30. 12-point lead now by St. Clare. 5:08 remaining. Third quarter. Babacarendong that time taking the fight out of UST. Jun Melesio patay ang butike. That time around. 4:48 remaining in the third. Burgos hesitation move. Soft touch won't go. Umawas. Again. It has been a long day for UST. They keep on knocking on the door. Fighting. Laput. Turnaround shot. Last ditch effort. Umawas. Chris Porter can get it to go with that follow-up against Babacarendong. Still a 12-point lead for St. Clare. Richmond Monteo now. Pinalik na rin ni Coach Gino for point guard duties. Monteo slicing through the middle and he was met upstairs. Spluttered down on the floor. 4 minutes and change here in the third quarter. Third team foul for St. Clare. Still UST within striking distance. Just a 12-point deficit hinahabol. And our officials will review the last play, which resulted to that foul against Richmond Montejo. And you see on our screens Coach Bam Ledesma and Coach Japs Kuwan. Dito naman sa panig ng St. Clare, Coach Gino naman ang sala. They're looking good with this 12-point lead with 4:01 left in the third quarter. Batiin natin ang ating presenters. Risk Cartel, Inasal Republic, and our founder, Congressman Arjo Atayde of the 1st District of Quezon City. Regular foul assessed here. James Umawas, the guilty party on that last foul. Richmond Montejo at the line. His first point of the ballgame coming from the free throw line, stretching the St. Clare lead to 13 points. Two out of two on the trip to the line for Richmond Montejo. James Umawas will be taking his rest. JP Pangilinan checks back in for UST. Suba can't get the rock. Steal by Charles Burgos. 14-point lead by St. Clare with 3:50 left. Angelo Ibanez. No basket. That is an offensive foul. Clint Manzano committing that offensive foul. Coach Gino Manansala being given a warning. Coach Gino of St. Clare using his coach's challenge on that last play. On your screens, Coach Bam Ledesma still. Kita natin, one of the best teachers of the game. Players of UST so fortunate to have him. Also, shout out to Troy Ledesma, anak ni Coach Bam. Hope you're watching. UST ball, we're back in action. 3:37 left. The third quarter. Suba gives it to Brao Teng, who goes left. Kicks it out. Pangilinan, 3-point shot is good. Cutting down the lead of St. Clare to just 11 points with 3:14 left. Broken play there. Recovered by St. Clare. 9 to work with. Burgos goes to his left. Scoop shot will go. Eight points now for Charles Burgos, and Brao Teng was murdered on that last play. Richmond Montejo fouling Brao Teng at the backcourt. 46-33. Score count, 2:53 left in the third quarter. 13-point lead by St. Clare. Melesio using that Suba screen. Suba sliding. Basti Jacob gives it to Pangilinan. Goes to his left. Pull up. 5 straight points by JP Pangilinan. Only a 9-point game. 46-35. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Ibanez goes to Burgos. Think Manzano. 10 to work with for St. Clare. Balik kay Burgos. He repositions himself. At the block. Fall away. Will do it. Charles Burgos. 4 quick points. Sinasabing pamatay sunog para sa St. Clare. Balik sa 11 ang kalamangan. JP Pangilinan. On the other hand, scoring 7 straight points now for UST to make it 48-37. Balik sa 11 ang hinahabol ng UST. 48-37. 1:42 left. Ibanez. Acosta, 3-point shot is good. 11 points now for Drake Acosta. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, itong dalawa na to, Acosta and Ibanez, as Charles Burgos, 6 straight points. (53-37). Basti Jacob on the floor. See our medical personnel being called upon. Basti Jacob still lying on the floor. Hope that is not that serious. Now a 16-point game, 53-37. 1:21 left. As we see the replay here in our replay center, humabol si Basti Jacob. Is now being helped by his teammates. Go back to their bench. He will sit out. Tough break here for UST, only with 9 players in attendance for today. Chris Porter back on the floor. So we wish Basti Jacob well. Sana hindi naman seryoso yung kanyang iniindang sakit. We're back in action. 1:14 left. Third quarter. Sidestep move will go in for Kurt Laput plus a foul. Charles Burgos was the culprit. Charles Burgos has been the steady hand carrying St. Clare at this stretch. 6 straight points for Charles Burgos. Nakikipagpalitan ng basket kay JP Pangilinan, and Kurt Laput missing on that bonus free throw. 63 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 53-39 still our count. St. Clair on top. Bautista gives it to Burgos at the block. His comfort zone. That soft touch won't go again. Pinitas ang bola ni Porter from Burgos. Brian Teng itatawid. Kurt Laput using that Porter screen goes to his left. 3-point shot from the corner. Jack Tamales. Again, the lead is down to 11. Kanina po ay 10 na lang yan. UST knocking out the door. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Nothing there. Porter, 2 seconds. Puts up a shot, won't go, and that would be it. An 11-point lead still by St. Clair. 53-42 over UST at the end of the third quarter. Let's see what adjustments Coach Bob Ledesma together with Coach Yap Skuan will employ to try to steal this one from the hands of St. Clair as we begin the final quarter in a short while. We start off the payoff period with UST showing some glimmers of life to end the third quarter. Kaya po, 11 puntos na lamang ang kanilang hinahabol, 53-42 against St. Clair. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Kasama si Cheska Borin and Paul Pignon, dinadala ang aksyon ng Mqaa-Icbl sa Mancunaron ngayon. Semi-final round. Kanina po nagwagi na ang Diliman College over the top-seeded MCU. Strong drive to the cup resulting to a foul. Ito yung mga dapat gawin paulit-ulit ng UST to have a chance to inch their way really closer situations like this bring themselves to the free throw line. But that time, those misses won't really help their cause. Kurt Labot missing on that free throw try. Again, 0 out of 2. And again, sabi ng ating officials, one more shot. Lucky break here for UST. Kurt Labot sinking one of those free throws, and they're staring now at a 10-point deficit, 43-53. Charles Burgos up top. Missed pass, broken play. Good defense by UST. Brao Teng orchestrating. Labot losing the handle. Turnover. Richmond Montejo now will direct the action for St. Clare. 9:10 remaining in the fourth. Burgos nakawala sa depensa and too strong of a try, but he will be trooping the line for 2 free throws. Jack Tamales, guilty party for UST. Missed free throw by Charles Burgos. A minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Exactly 9 minutes remaining. 1 out of 2 for Charles Burgos. 13 points for the big guy. Got a start for today for Coach Gino. Corner 3, too wide. Jack Tamales. Still a 10-point game, or rather 11-point game. 11-point lead being enjoyed by St. Clare. Acosta, corner 3 is good. One half of the Splash Brothers of St. Clare. Pero sumagot naman kagad si Kurt Labot on the transition play. 12-point lead by St. Clare, 57-45, 8:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Montejo gives it to Acosta. And Dong at the block against 2 yellow shirts, kicks it out. Bautista, elbow 3, won't go. Labot grabs a rebound, starts a break for UST. Wild Teng fakes the pass and gets the transition basket. 5 points now for Wild Gareth Teng. And a 10-point lead still enjoyed by St. Clare, 57-47. 7:39 left in the fourth quarter. 8 seconds to shoot. Montejo taking his time. Acosta patiently sinking that 3-point shot. That patience of St. Clare really paying dividends now. Getting the ball at the right hands, swishing it at the right place. Teng slices through the middle, spinning. Masyadong malakas yung pabanda. Montejo, Bautista, Burgos, inilabas muna momentarily. Cause a thought of the 3. Balik kay Burgos. Long 2. And Babaka Rendong will have the last touch. See on our screens, Coach Bam Ledesma together with and Desabel getting the steal. Points for the birthday boy. Attendance for UST, their manager. Rick Acosta. Again, the patience of St. Clair to bring the ball at the right person, at the right place, taking the right shot. Gives them this 62 to 47 lead, 15-point lead. Kanina ay 10 na lamang. 6:13 left in the fourth quarter. Babakarin Dong will be given 2 free throws. Chance to stretch further this 15-point lead. Six points now for the man in the middle of St. Clair. Two out of two for Babakarin Dong, making it 64 to 47, 17-point lead for St. Clair. 6:06 remaining. Porter lines it up from the elbow. Too strong from way beyond. Costa forward pass to Endong. Hindi niya nakita si Decibel on the other end, but sabi niya, no need for that as I will score. UST now will call a timeout. They are trailing by 19 points, 66 to 47 with 5:54 left in the fourth quarter. We're back here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center in Diliman, Quezon City. 5:54 left in the fourth quarter. 19-point lead now erected by St. Clair. They're looking good at this point. Babakarin Dong, his long hands creating an opportunity. JB Lim call for the travel. And Brao Teng again lying on the floor, holding up on his face, grimacing in pain. Mukhang nasundot dun sa mata yung si Brao Teng, first year player for UST. Medical personnel tensions flaring up here in our venue. Pumagitna na nga si Boss Wyatt Chong, ang manager ng UST. Part of the game, really. Signs of frustration, actually. UST trailing by 19 points.
Wide shot.
Coach Jimmy Manansara, the father of Coach Gino, getting involved there. Together with the parents of Brao Teng, Di mo masisisi dahil pamilya. They must go on. .5:32 left. 19-point lead for St. Clare. That last play is being reviewed right now. And try to thank our presenters, Risk Cartel, Inasal Republic, and Congressman Arjo Atayde, our founder, man behind this new league featuring the best of the best. Again, tensions flaring up. Kinailangan pang pumagitna ni Boss Wayup Chong. Hindi na rin naman kasi iba si Coach Gino para sa UST. Was assistant coach there during the time of Coach Aldin Ayo. Para naman dito sa pamilya ni Brian Teng, hindi mo rin naman pwedeng masisi, nasaktan yung bata. Siyempre, nagre-react yung magulang. But those things are part of the drama being provided here in our game. Balik sa UST ang bola. 5.5 minutes remaining. Third labot. Firing block. And Pista. Now, creating for St. Clare. Desabel, the birthday boy. Directing action. JB Lim. Give it Desabel, but there was a foul. Luis Reyes now in action for St. Clare. 5:07 left. Still a 9-point lead. Nakikita natin dito, lumalaban din talaga yung US even if they're undermanned. JB Lim. Medyo nagbigay dun para kay Kurt Laput sa harapan pa ng ating referee.
Standby replay.
Now being replayed.
Oh, wag na.
Gustong bumawi. A sportsman-like foul ang sinisenyas ng ating official. Regular foul. Number 91, Kurt Laput ang matatawagan ng regular foul. JB Lim committing an unsportsmanlike foul. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, no, kahit ganito kalaki na yung kalamangan, talaga nagkakainitan pa rin dito sa ating venue dahil malaki yung at stake, diba? A championship slot on Saturday, at bukod sa trophy may 100,000 pesos kasi na cherry on top, masasabi, no, na cash prize na mapapanalunan yung champion team. At ang Diliman College nando na. This opportunity here for Kurt Laput as he went 0 out of 2 on the trip to the line. 5 minutes remaining. Laput slicing through the middle using his left hand. Couldn't buy a bucket. Desabel will recover it para sa St. Clare. 4:50 left. 19-point lead. Pwede ko na siguro sabihin, Paul, no, na isang paa ng St. Clare ay nando na sa championship round sa Sabado. Let's see if they can sustain this 19-point lead en route to their place in the championship round. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bautista gives it to Desabel. Block. And Desabel recovers it. 2 seconds. Rick Acosta missing on the 3-point shot. Forward pass. Labut. And N1. James Sumawa scoring on that fast break, cutting down this St. Clair lead to only 19 points. Marami pa po ang pwedeng mangyari. Pero kung gusto ng UST maagaw ito sa kamay ng St. Clair, eh, sinisimulan na dapat nilang kumilos with 4:13 left in the fourth quarter. Make some stops, especially make some baskets, as that one. 3-point play completed here by James Humawas. 5 points. Back to a 16-point game. 4:05 remaining. Decibel. Ngayon kay Drick Acosta. Bautista using that babakarendong screen. Kicks it out. Pass telegraph. Forward pass. UST now on the attack. Laput. Fakes. Kicks it out. 3-point shot. Rattles out. That could be big for UST. JB Lim now against Kurt Laput. Kurt Laput swiping that rock away. Kanina ko pang paulit-ulit na sinasabi, execution-wise, UST can do it. But they could just buy a bucket. Laput, pull-up jumper. Still no go. 3:20 left. 16-point game. St. Clair. Unti-unti nang naaamoy yung championship game in this same venue on Saturday. Rendong jam! Babaka Rendong putting an exclamation point. And still tempers rising between Pangilinan and Acosta. Back to an 18-point lead for St. Clair with 2:58 remaining. Time is not on the side of USC. And I think it's safe to say that this is an impending win for St. Clair. They will enter the final round this Saturday against Diliman College Blue Dragons. And we have a report coming from Cheska Bot in Cheska.
As the last quarter goes on, kitang-kita na both teams are really eager to win this game. Dahil off-bound to finals na nga kung sino man ang manalo dito. Back in the third quarter, UST's Basti Jacob sustained a minor injury on his right leg, and now in the fourth quarter, Brian Teng suffered a nosebleed, meaning two players will have to sit out for a while in the side of UST. Despite that, Coach Bam Ledesma of UST continues to uplift his team, telling them, "You guys are a good player, so play the way you're supposed to play." On both benches, makikita naman natin both players and coaches from both teams are high on emotions. Tingnan pa rin natin kung sino ang mananalo sa huling minuto. Will it be UST overcoming the odds or St. Clair's College of Caloocan holding their ground until the final buzzer? Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Botin. And by the looks of it, seems that St. Clair will hold their ground and take home the dub to book their place in the championship game for the Mqaa-Icbl Season 1 on Saturday in this same venue, while UST will meet MCU for the battle for third. Escopido gives it to Endong for that easy jam to formalize their entry to the championship round with a 20-point beating to make it 18. James Sumawa still fighting. 7 points for James Sumawas for a losing cause. Pero lagi kong sinasabi para dito sa UST, we're made up of mostly Team B players or players in residency. walang talo as Angelo Acosta Ibanez scores his 9th point to make it a 21-point lead. Sinasabi ko kanina na walang talo naman para dito sa mga bataan ng UST dahil nagbibuild sila ng kultura do sa mga bagong lipat like Chris Porter who drains that 3-point shot. Points for Chris Porter, and this is a learning process for these new players, these young players from UST, guys like Brian Teng, to integrate themselves to the system of the team. June Melesio scoring that time. June Melesio, a mainstay in the UST Tomasian Youth Goodwill Games, scoring. Mabaka Rendong tried his hand, still pouring it out for UST with a 3-point shot. 5 seconds remaining and that would be it. It will be St. Clare against Diliman College on Saturday for the championship of the Mqaa-Icbl Season 1. 76-57 is our final score. We will be back for the best player of the game interview.
Sayang. Hindi natuloy.
(76-57), St. Clair booking their place in the championship game against Diliman on Saturday. And we have Cheska Borin with their best player of the ball game, Rica Costa.
And now for the Inasal Republic Best Player of the Game, we have here Drick Acosta of St. Clare's College of Caloocan with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Drick, grabe, first game pa lang pinauulanan mo na kami ng 3 points. Ano yung system na nagumana sa team mo ngayon?
Yung tinuturo lang ni coach na execution ng plays and ayun na, na-execute naman. Na-shoot namin yung mga tira, ayun na.
And syempre, finals bound na kami. Finals bound na kayo. Ano yung ina-expect mo lalo na Diliman has been a opponent of yours ever since?
Ina-expect namin na babawi sila at ready sila sa amin and ready din kami. Ayun lang.
And lastly, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to or a message to?
Sinashoutout ko yung St. Clare College and Adalem family, kay Boss Monching Talisayon, Pen and Claw, Catman Barbers, 69 Pong Bar, MJC Tambayan Shack, Snack Bar, and Mark Casanova, RCG Sportswear, Dito Telecom Community, Boss Ivan, Boss Barcibo, Barbecue Shack, and Eugene Kabata. Tapos sa family ko, sa girlfriend ko.
Thank you, Drake, and that is all for the best player of the game. Back to you, Chris.
Jessica Borin with our best player of the ball game. Drake Acosta of St. Clare. St. Clare dominantly booking their way into the finals. Let's see the highlights of this game. Won by St. Clare. Gallant stand by UST being undermanned. Drake Acosta making it rain for St. Clare. Guys like Kurt Labut not really losing for UST but learning, be integrated in the system of the seniors team. Charles Burgos, yung mga kili-kili shot na ngayon talagang gumana rin yun for today. St. Clare, Babacar Endong anchoring the interior defense. Chris Porter showing his wares for UST. Showing the Thumashan community what he got, what he has to offer after transferring from Loyola Heights. Again, St. Clare, dominant as ever, will march on to play against the Diliman College Blue Dragons on Saturday here in the same venue, the Central Fitness and Recreation Center in the heart of Diliman, Quezon City. For the third place game, it will be UST against the MCU Supremos. 76-57. Our final score. St. Clare dominantly claiming their place and chance to win it all on Saturday against a familiar foe they disposed of just a week ago. And that would be it for today. Semifinals, kanina po, Diliman College booking their place against MCU 78-72 and St. Clare winning against UST 76-57 sa ngalan po ng bumubuo ng Mqaa-Icbl. This has been Coach Chris King de la Cruz. We'll see you at the finals on Saturday.